All right, my friends, welcome back to Partnerships on Purpose. Today, we are going to talk about how you represent yourself and your business when you're getting on partnership calls. Anne Marie, you're killing me. What are you doing? This must be something that you see often. If you,
Oh,
I can't even see
yeah.
your, I don't even
Oh,
know that
sorry.
you're there. Oh, there. So here's the thing. If you are on Spotify, if you're on YouTube, you can see the fact that Anne Marie is barely above the screen. A whole
Yeah.
bunch of blur in the back. Not that blur is bad. I don't have a problem with the Zoom blur, but like I can't even see her. And
Okay,
I'm
but
trying to create a
there's
relationship. What the heck
yeah.
is happening? Tell me about what you're doing
So
here.
so how many times do I get on a call and this is what I see? And
Just
I don't
enough.
have an issue with like blurry backgrounds, but there's so many virtual backgrounds now that you can use. If you're in Zoom, just put a virtual background. Sometimes I get on calls and people are like this. Hold on, we're gonna fix
There
it.
you
Like,
are.
let's just see the difference here. Oh my God, look at that. And then just the energy and the smile.
Yes.
Most of the time, I have no idea who I'm talking to, right? It's that first time. So you want to smile, you want to feel the energy, you want to feel good. You're like, oh my God, I'm so excited to meet you, right? So
Yes.
it's really important. I think energy and the way you conduct yourself on a call is important. I've been in meetings on connection calls where I'll get on with people and they are literally on their couch or the best. And I've seen this and I'm sure you've seen it. I'll go into events and people are in their bed or in their bedrooms. And I'm like, I don't understand. You can be in
Yeah.
your bedroom, but at that point, have a virtual background and just remember that it's that first impression, right? Like,
Yeah.
I love every time I get on a call with Marie because she's always smiling, right? So I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I feel the energy. I feel good. Yeah, that's kind of the difference from when I was down here blurred to,
Yes.
hey, I'm up here.
Yes.
So I think it's important and it sets the mood for the call.
So, why are we talking about this in the first place? This happens all of the time with things. Now, here's the thing that we know. When you get on a call with somebody who's across from you, you've already vetted them. They already know you're going to talk about some kind of collaboration, partnership, how are we going to work together. We're all about increasing visibility through collaboration. And that's what we train inside of our membership. That's what we talk about. That's what we're doing. And it's about our partnerships on purpose. We're doing this purposefully. We want to make a relationship with the person who is across the screen. Now, unfortunately, we can't all be in person, right? We can't all just
Yeah.
sit down at the coffee shop all the time. A lot of people can, and maybe people listening, they do. You can call somebody up, you can go down to the coffee shop. I have people in my local area, absolutely. Anne Marie does the same thing. We do meet up with people in person, but a vast majority of our conversations are happening across the screen, either on Zoom,
Yeah.
Google Meet, whatever you guys are on, it doesn't matter. Sometimes it is on your phone. That's completely peaceful as well. That's fine. But at the end of the day, we're asking the person at the on the other side of the screen to trust us so much so that we want them to promote us to their
Yeah.
audience. And I think that there's something about representing yourself well that takes a little bit of effort. Yes, you might actually. Here's the thing: you don't even have to put shoes on. I rarely wear shoes. I don't wear. Do you wear
You
shoes?
don't even have to put pants on if you don't.
Please do. Don't tell me you're not. I.
Yes, no, I don't
we
wear shoes. No, I
we
don't wear
don't
shoes.
condone naked
Yeah,
conversations,
please. Yeah.
but that's a different
Yeah.
type of. Okay, moving on. At the end of the day, this is a very low lift, right? I have a t-shirt on from Goodwill, y'all. I'm not, and I can still represent myself well. And it's important because we want to create relationships. And if you were going to go out on a first date with somebody, would you show up in your flip-flops and tattered shirt? And maybe this is your jam, and I don't know. But it's not for, it's not who we are, right? At least try to do your hair a little bit, show
Yeah.
up and represent yourself well. We were talking about in one of the other episodes about energy exchange. And sure, all of us get up one day and be like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be here. I don't want to talk to these people. I don't want to get on the camera. Some days we're sick. I get it, right? But we're running a business. Almost
Yeah.
all the people we're working with, we are entrepreneurs. We are out there doing the thing. And we are the representatives of our business in a lot of ways. And for our clients and for our members, we're out there recommending them to other people. People are taking our recommendations and we're representing them in some way. And if you haven't listened to our episode about ripple effect of referral, listen to that because it is huge. It's massive. And if you're
Yeah.
doing it in a way that is not representative of who you are as a person, it can feel inauthentic. And we want people to trust us. We're in a trust recession. I've said this I don't know how many times. Trust comes from being in front of the camera. First, turn the camera on, y'all. Just turn the camera on.
Oh my God. I didn't even think I
Turn the camera on. Okay, Anne Marie's soapbox here.
oh my
Go
God.
ahead.
I'm like, how does this feel?
And you're just trying to
Right?
like I'm like looking around.
Yeah.
It's so funny because even if somebody else does not have the camera on, I have the camera on and I'm going to talk to myself. Because if I
I know, but
don't,
that's
you know what's going to happen if I turn my camera off and I'm trying to create a relationship? Somebody's going to message me over on Slack or my message or come to my door or an email is going to come in, my watch is going to go off. My attention immediately goes. Now, I don't think I have ADD, but this is my
uh-huh.
ADD is that I
Yeah.
get so distracted by all the other messages coming in. I need the camera on for accountability that I'm actually looking at itself. And I am sitting here right now talking to myself, even though Anne Marie's on the other side, because
Yeah.
I know that anyway, our
So
soapbox
I
is real.
actually do it like if somebody's not going to have their camera on, I'm not going to have my camera on because I don't
So
want to
good.
look at myself for 30 minutes.
I'm gonna look and talk to myself. I don't know how many conversations I've had
Yeah.
full on.
Yeah.
Probably today. There's so many
Yeah.
people. Anyway, have your camera on.
Absolutely. And if you can't, so I've had situations where people have emailed me in advance and said, "Hey, Anne-Marie, just want to let you know." And I respect that, right? I'm like, okay, that's
Mhm.
cool. You gave me the heads up. Either you're sick. Sometimes if people have kiddos, I don't even mind if you have like kiddos. If you have dogs, I prefer it that they're in the back.
Anne
But
Marie rather have dogs than kids, just so you
don't
know. She's
don't say that for our listeners.
this is the truth. You love the
I
dogs.
know.
You
I
want to
do
have
love
in there.
dogs. I love,
And
yeah.
and it's difficult when you have kids like running
Yeah.
around trying to have a call.
So,
I get
but
it.
I do appreciate that. And I think at least I'm getting on the call knowing what to expect as
Mhm.
opposed to getting on a call and either not seeing the person or them being in bed or take a minute. Like it takes 2 minutes. Like Marie and I, before we started this podcast, we'd spent hours just trying to get like the backgrounds right and the color and the lighting and the sound. And I move my office around, ask Marie like probably every month. Every time she, did you move your office? And I'm like, yeah, because I didn't get it right yet. Because I just have to have the
Yeah.
perfect, take a couple of minutes on a Monday morning and just fix your camera, download a virtual background, check your mic, and do those little things because it's important,
Yeah.
how you show up.
And then when you do show up, now we're lucky, right? I have an office in my
Yep.
house. I'm thankful Anne Marie has an office in her house. Not everybody does, and that's completely fine. But to your point, virtual backgrounds work the same way. And we have,
Mm-hmm.
if you guys want to know, we do have some partners who have some really amazing setups that could help you
Yes.
with. They do sound and stuff. They are so good at this. And it's all virtual stuff because we do mostly virtual. So not only having your setup, having camera on, having your mic together, we have a decent setup, but the stuff that's on your computer is completely fine. It's not that big a
Mm-hmm.
deal. It
Yeah,
sets out, it's fine.
absolutely.
And when you get on a call with somebody, be engaged, smile,
Yeah.
be prepared, be engaged. You're creating a
Yeah.
relationship. I can't even tell you. This is like
Yeah.
foundational stuff. It's the stuff I'm teaching my kids when they're talking to other people. Look them in the eye, asking questions. Like all of
Mm-hmm.
these things are how we create relationships because relationships is what's going to continue to feed your revenue and your business if you do it right. What if every call that you got on, you knew that it was going to bring you 4 or 5 additional leads that you didn't have to go pay for? Somebody just handed them to you pre-vetted.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we do every single day
Yeah.
is we help people get vetted referrals who are warm into their inbox because somebody else knew what they did. Would you show up and at least like stand,
Absolutely.
get in front of your
Yep.
computer? So I just feel
Mm-hmm.
like it's so important to do that. And people do that because we are engaged when we talk with them. That
Mm-hmm.
because we prepare when we have conversations. They do that because when they get on, they know that they're going to get a smile from me. They know that if they say, "How's your day going?" I'm going to say, "It's so good. So
Yeah.
good. Things are so good right now." Sometimes
Yeah.
I'm truthful, sometimes I'm not. But you know what I can do? I can put on a
Yeah,
smile for that call and I can say things are so good right now because
I love
we're
it.
up every single day. We work from home. We don't have to put shoes on. We're paying the bills
Or
because of it.
pants.
Like, or pants. We're going to stop saying that. Please, everybody have pants on when you talk to me. So I think we are so blessed in this space and I want people to show up and represent themselves well. So that's where this is coming in and your energy that's in there and everything. And so maintain that energy as well. We just had a conversation in one of our other episodes about how you need to close down the energy suckers. I think that's what we're going to call them now. The people
Yeah.
that don't feed into your energy, the people that are not a right fit, the intuition gut hit that you get if
Mhm.
somebody's a little bit off, it's up to you to maintain that energy. And I think that's super, super important. So, all right, what else did you want to say about that, Anne
So I
Marie?
was sorry, and you must be wondering, she's typing and she's
You
doing
are
something.
typing, you're doing
I
something.
am
I knew you're
because
ready.
I
You're
had a call and it was interesting because I had a great call with somebody yesterday and she said something to me and I wanted to pull it up because she does PR, she does personal branding, and she said something to me and she said, how we dress and probably even like from here up and how we present ourselves affects how we show up and carry ourselves, right? And that's exactly what we're saying, right? It affects how we feel, affects how we conduct our meetings. It's just if you show up and you're smiling and your background's good and your lighting is good and you're sitting up and you're excited, then it affects the whole flow of the call, right?
yeah,
So
this is
I
the
just
fake it till you make it kind of thing.
yeah. So I just love that because we were talking about specifically when you get on a stage, right? If you're speaking at an event, right? Like how you
Mm.
dress is how you carry yourself and the confidence you exude. And you know what I mean? If you feel good, you look good, everything just comes together. So just because we're in a virtual world doesn't mean that we can't do that,
Hmm.
right? Sometimes Marie will be like, did you switch your glasses? And I'm like, yeah, because I'm feeling
Like
a
feeling it
different
different.
mood.
Yeah.
But it's the littlest things. So I think energy is important and we feed off of people's energy, right? And that's another important thing. If you're talking to somebody who's lying in bed or who doesn't have that same energy, then you lose it, right? If Marie's not having a good day and we're just doing a business catch up call and she's going down because it's 3 o'clock and you should be either going for a walk or having a glass of wine, which we sometimes do. But I feed off her energy. And then I'm like, oh my God, I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm done. But if
Hmm.
she's smiling and feeling good, then I'm feeding off of that. I'm like, yeah, I could go for another 4 hours.
Yep.
So really important, especially
And
with people you don't know.
when we carry each other, right?
Yeah.
Like we know that the people on the other side are business owners trying to do their very best in whatever they're doing. And
Yeah.
if we can carry somebody through a meeting, I love it so much when
Yeah.
people I get people on calls all the time. And I don't know if it's just because this is who I am or how I practice my conversations, but I get people on calls all the time. They're like, thank you so much for that. I didn't know what I was going to have in this call. I didn't know what was going to happen. I had a call again this week, same thing. He was like, I wasn't sure what to expect to get in this call. You just asked me to get on a conversation and talk about partnerships. What the hell does
Mhm.
that mean? But you just made it so easy and fun. And
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
just about having conversations. It does take practice, but the first step of that is showing up, being in front of the camera, having a good
Mhm.
light if you can, and then being engaged. Like, why
Yeah.
wouldn't you give that other person that time? You have set that time aside. They've set that time aside. That's a
Mhm.
gift in itself because people are freaking busy, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's busy. And so I love, love, love that we're having this conversation
Yeah.
again.
And I just want to say, if you're not feeling it, obviously don't do it like an hour before your call. But if you're not feeling in the mood or something's off in your day, just reschedule because it'll make
Yes.
all the difference. Ideally, you do that 24 hours before or the morning of, right? You're like, hey. And the other thing too is I've been on calls where people are like driving or like, don't get on a call with me if you're driving.
And I get it. People are trying to like multitask, right? Drive. And I think not for the first call. Like
No,
there's
no,
times we're
no.
starting a
Yeah,
relationship. Now, I've definitely had catch up calls and people are walking, or I've had a call with Anne
totally. Yeah.
Marie and I'm walking around the block or something, and
Hmm.
that's fine. But if you're sitting down and you're gonna have a relationship building
First
conversation,
call. Yeah.
especially the first call. This is first
Yeah.
impressions. It's everything your parents ever told you. First
Yeah.
impressions matter.
Yeah.
Yes, they
Yeah.
do, especially in relationship driven marketing. Because
Mm.
the person that's sitting across from you could be the person who's introducing you not only to your next best partner, but possibly your next
Hmm.
best client, and then maybe
Yeah.
15 after that. Like, why
Yeah.
wouldn't you? Your energy and your time spent in that is massive, huge, huge. That's why we do
So
partnerships.
let
It's
me
massive.
ask you a question. I'm gonna put you on the spot, Marie.
Okay. Oh, God.
Let's go back 5 years. What was your first impression of me?
First, you were coming right out of corporate, right?
Yeah.
So you were very put together. Not that you're not
Is
put
that a
together
good
now.
thing?
You are put together now. At that time, I was interviewing. And so there's a different thing. When somebody's really
Yeah.
looking for the position, they're looking for the job, they're setting themselves up. But I think when I interviewed for that position, I probably had 10 or 15 different interviews because it was an important position. It
Yeah.
still is.
Yeah.
That whole job is still around. And it is an important position to have somebody come in. And I had so many people, some people were in the car, some people were
Hmm.
brand new. They were like, I saw this job post coming up and I'm in high school. And I'm like, this is not for you. And it was great. It's great to talk to people. But when you have people who come engaged and they're asking
Hmm.
questions and they're
Hmm.
set up, I think that's important. And obviously, your corporate background, there was a lot of other things to learn, but having conversations is not your problem, my friend. Like,
Yeah.
you've
Okay.
always been
But the
able to have
energy
good
was
conversation.
good, right?
Of course, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
And that's, I mean,
Awesome.
that's a job, but then also that's what we're doing when we're having relationship
Yeah.
conversations with people, whether it's a sales call or whether it's a partnership prep call,
Hmm.
whether it's maintaining partnerships. How many calls do we get on where we're maintaining really great partnerships we want to
Yeah.
develop? And it doesn't stop, and that's okay because it gives us the opportunity to hear from how people are promoting us and what they've got and giving them updates. And I just love having calls with our partners too and our members.
I
Obviously,
know.
our members
I
are fun
know.
because we learn from them. And it's just like, what
Yeah.
if we could just stay on? I don't want to stay on Zoom all day, but I do a lot of the times and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. I think, you know what? We're going to end this on some high energy because it is almost cocktail time for us, my friend.
Yes, yes, it is. It's Friday. It
It's
is time.
Friday. Yeah.
Keep the energy up. If you have an idea for any kind of episodes or things you'd like for us to chat about, please let us know. If it has to do with partnerships on the online world, we are so in it and we can talk about it. We've probably done it. So thank you for being here with us, and we will see you on the next episode.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone.